Welcome to the summer edition of Sting Day 2021. My name is Hannah Mayton, and together with my colleague Jonas, I'm going to host this event. Stockholm today is filled with summer heat and optimism in the startup scene, and we're so happy to have hundreds of investors all across Europe joining us today. Thank you for joining. And during the next 60 minutes, you will get to listen to 13 fantastic startups who are among the chosen ones to our startup programs. All the companies that we will listen to today have successfully completed either our Accelerate or Incubate program, where we work really closely with the companies with individual coaching, workshops, investor meetups, with the goal of helping these companies improve even further. And during this spring, we've also had a special theme on climate action, which means that about half of the companies that you will see today is on a mission to help make the world even better place.
And I want to welcome you as well. My name is Jonas Lindqvist, and I'm super excited about this demo day today. We're going to keep a quite swift tempo. The focus is going to be on the startups. And here are the 13 companies pitching today. So immediately after the pitches, investors who have registered on the matchmaking platform will jump to the platform to speed meet with the entrepreneurs. There is still time to request and book meetings, so please grab this opportunity. You can also book follow-up meetings later this week via the calendar links on stingdemoday.se. So write down all your questions and make sure to get in touch with the entrepreneurs. After we've seen the pitches, you'll all be able to vote for the best pitch, and together we'll crown the winner.
Thank you, Jonas. Since our last demo day in January, many of our companies have done really well, and we want to share you some of the news. But first, as we rounded up year 2020 recently, we'd like to share some impressive results, and especially we want to highlight 5 figures. The Sting companies' combined revenue was 344 million euro, which is a 20% increase from the year before. And the companies now employ 3,325 people, a number which also increased by 20% from the previous year. Quite a feat considering the pandemic. Third, during 2020, more than 1 billion SEK invested in Sting companies, and since Sting started in 2002, the Sting companies have raised a total of 759 million euro in private capital. And hopefully this demo day will help grow this number even more. Fourth, the combined company value has now reached 2 billion euro. And fifth, 55% of the companies we accepted in 2020 had at least one female founder. This is the statistics we want to keep seeing going up, together with the proportion of shares that are owned by women. But we couldn't have done this alone, of course. Thank you so much for all our partners, as you can see on this slide, for supporting us and the STING startups. But now it's time for the companies. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to give the stage to the STING startups. And first out is Lupit. Lupit is a waste-free way to consume on the go. And welcome Jennifer, who's tuning in from Berlin.
Today, only 1% of materials remain in use 6 months after the product is sold. This leads to more than 22 billion tons of annual emissions of making new products. By applying circular strategies, we can eliminate 39% of CO2. Yet, companies are hesitating due to a lack of data and proof of the benefits for them, which we can provide. I'm Jen, co-founder and CEO of Lupit. Lupit is a digital deposit system where companies can track and manage their products. We provide every product with a unique digital ID, as you can see here. When giving out a product, it is scanned and scanned again at return through our partner app, following the life cycle of a product. This shows, for example, how many times an item has been reused to show its climate impact and economic savings. Thereby, we power circular business models, transparency and accountability to change linear production and consumption. Circular economy is booming and becoming more popular. To tackle climate breakdown, we need to double global circularity. Due to COVID, takeaway is booming, but so is packaging waste. There is a pressing need to apply circular strategies with upcoming bans and taxes on single-use items this summer. Today, there are no digital reuse systems in Sweden. Globally, the majority focuses on their own products, while we prioritize the integration of our system into existing products. Therefore, analog products and partners can become our partners to digitize their own products. Our core strength is our skills and motivated team, consisting of developers and business designers. We always focus on the market and our customer needs and always change the status quo. This is how we started our journey in the takeaway sector with reusable cups and boxes and successfully sold our solution to 11 partners, including Sodexo, across Sweden. We have over 2,000 users who returned more than 12,000 items since our start in 2019. Due to the pandemic, cafes and restaurants were closed down, while food e-commerce is growing immensely. To adapt to the increasing demand, to scale bigger and have a greater impact, we expand Lupit to any item that can be reused. We started our first e-commerce project with Unwrapped later this month, with more interested partners in the pipeline. Therefore, Lupit is not limited by any borders, making it scalable to any circular market globally. Following a dynamic pay-per-use model, the more items that are being reused, the more money we make and the more items we save. And our customers save money every time they use Lupit. We also implement a subscription model to analyze the data we collect for our customers. Imagine a future where all materials stay in reuse and join our mission to make reusing the new standard. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. So we're going to move from recycling to referencing, and Citationc, who's a tool for referencing for people who value simplicity, privacy, and speed. Welcome, Johan.
Thank you. Today, there are over 200 million higher education students in the world, and this number is projected to increase to 350 million in the next decade. And all of these students need to write papers with references. That's why we built a software that reduces the time it takes to create these references by a factor of 10. Citationc is the reference manager for people who value simplicity, privacy, and speed. This is how it works. For example, if you want to cite an article, you just paste the link. We go to this article and we fetch all the information, the author, the publisher, the title, the date, and we format it to the exact style that you need. We offer over 9,000 different referencing styles, and you can switch between them seamlessly. We didn't invent this, but our competitors are too old, filled with ads, or they're just too complicated to use. This is what sets us apart. Our simple and intuitive user interface makes Citationc the fastest and easiest reference manager out there. In addition to citations, our research feature combines the world's largest database of journal articles with functions such as machine learning generated summaries and open access search engines. And Citationc is the only reference manager made for the post-computer world. This is us. We met while working at Y Combinator startup Wheelies back in 2016. Cenk studied graphic design at the Bauhaus University and has worked at startups ever since. In total, he has brought over 1 million users to the products he has built. I, myself, have a background in aerospace engineering and previously worked at the Stockholm School of Entrepreneurship, where I supported over 100 early-stage startups. We have a great support network that has been key to our growth and help us focus on the bigger picture. And all of our development is done in-house. This is our business model. Our users pay €5 a month, and almost 90% of them renew their subscriptions month on month. Today, we have over 300,000 users and an incredible 2 million visitors to our website annually. And this is with no money spent on marketing, all organic growth. Last month, we crossed 1 million saved references, and with our new pricing model, 42% of our paying customers joined in the last 3 months. Our month-over-month growth in recurring revenue is 24%. That means that if we maintain this growth, and remember, this is with no money spent on marketing, and we haven't even touched the investment that we got from proper capital, we will be reaching €300,000 in MRR in the next 18 months. Citationc is just the first step in our big vision, and to get there, we're looking for 2 or 3 angel investors who can support us with B2B sales and partnerships. If you'd like to meet the team and see the product, we'd love to talk to you. Book a meeting with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Johan. Next up is Skrim. Skrim is an algorithmic optimization to eliminate error in an e-commerce. Now we're tuning into Oxford, England, and say welcome to Jacob.
Have you ever bought something online and then received it in a package much larger than it needs to be? It's not only a terrible customer experience, though. This is also something that increases both shipping costs and emissions. No one starts selling online because they like thinking about packaging. So there's a lot of headaches and a lack of solutions. It's arbitrary, it's manual, and above all, it's inefficient. But it doesn't have to be that way. My name is Jakob, and I'm the founder of Skrim, a company focused on helping online retailers stop sending air. Skrim is building a plug-and-play software solution that uses available data to automatically allocate every order to the best package in real time. As a bonus, the algorithm can also find the best package sizes based on your actual order history rather than guessing. And it generates detailed statistics that makes it super easy to follow up on efficiency goals. This is about giving online retailers back control of the packaging. And in our platform, they will receive automatic alerts if a package is no longer suited to the orders, or if there's a product that always leads to a low fill rate. And we've already seen some promising results from pilot customers. Based on the orders from the last 6 months, an interior design retailer had the potential to prevent the equivalent of 85 fully loaded trucks per quarter through a more volume-efficient packing. That's almost 1 truck per day. And less shipped air doesn't just mean decreased emissions, it also means lower costs, since most transporters charge on volume. Analyzed data from a Swedish online pharmacy we worked with showed savings of 8 krona per order, almost 8 million per year, which is quite a price tag for just shipped air. And, we've had our proof of concept. We've done paying pilots both in Sweden and internationally, and we're currently preparing our first live use of the system. We are moving fast with product development and preparing to launch after the summer. We are gearing up to fight emissions on a global scale, and we want you to be part of that journey. We are a team of economists, mathematicians, and data engineers, and we're trying to build a company where the best talent can work on the most important problems. And with your help, we can be part of the solution to stop sending air. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. I'm sure most of you have experienced getting your online purchase at home and seeing a big box with a very, very small product. So Skrim will fix all of that. The fourth company to pitch is Paradiset, a marketplace for healthy and sustainable living. Welcome, Johannes.
This is my greatest passion. It all started at an early age when I got really interested in health. But the tipping point was when I got my second child and realized how difficult it was to buy healthy food for my family in the regular supermarket. Solving this problem is my life's mission. I've even tattooed our logo on my arm. Paradiset is a marketplace where you can find great healthy food, supplements, and beauty products. Everything has been selected based on the highest quality standards in the industry. On our platform, it's easy to select products based on your specific lifestyle, diets, or allergies. And whenever you have a question, our amazing community can give you advice, share knowledge, and provide inspiration. And that's not all. As a member, you save money on every purchase. And you know what? Our healthy food also has a lower carbon footprint, making it the most sustainable choice. Our typical customers are women between 30 to 49 living in larger cities. And the market for healthy living is huge. It's calculated to over 60 billion euros. And that's only in Europe, and it's growing. That explains why it's such an attractive place for us to be in. We focus on what we do best, finding the best brands and products in the world and providing them for our customers, making healthy living easy. We know from experience there's a great demand and a real market opportunity. Our stellar team is truly top-notch, with deep knowledge of international retail, e-commerce, logistics, and digital marketing. This is my third startup, and I've done one successful exit. The whole team share the same passion for health and building a truly sustainable business. Paradiset was first launched as physical stores and quickly established the brand as the leader in Sweden, doing more than 100 million SEK in turnover. We were then hit by COVID and forced to pivot into going digital. Since then, we have 1,500 paying members, average orders of 900 SEK, and a returning customer rate of 62%, proving we're on the right track. We also have a private label program ready to launch. We believe in the power of the flywheel model, a proven growth model focusing on how we can attract and engage our members. The better products we bring to the marketplace, the more members we can attract. And by engaging them and focusing on superior customer service, we can drive our growth going forward. And this is only the beginning. We're now looking for a seed investment of 3 million SEK in order to expand our marketplace into 4 more verticals. But not only that, we also have a letter of intent signed with Consupedia to bring in the largest AI food database in the world to help guide all your choices. Our vision is to become the go-to marketplace for healthy and sustainable living. The time is now, and together we can make a difference.
Thank you, Johannes. Making healthy living easy, I think, is something that we can all sign up for. We're going to take a short news break from news after the next pitching company. But first, I want to welcome Blue Carbon. Blue Carbon helps cut the cost for carbon capture and storage. Welcome, Jasmine.
By 2050, we, the world, have to capture more than 5,600 million tons of carbon dioxide from existing industry plants. Today, we are capturing less than 1% of that. Hello, my name is Jasmine from Blue Carbon, and we actually help industries to capture carbon dioxide before it leaves the chimney. The carbon dioxide is separated from the flue gas. It's then liquefied and transported to a permanent storage site well below the North Sea. This way, we return the carbon right back to where it once came from. And that is a closed loop for fossil emissions. And if the carbon dioxide originates from biomass, such as trees, we actually create negative emissions using this technology. But first, one needs to find out if CCS is even feasible at the existing industry plant. And a feasibility study takes up to 1,000 hours to execute. And this is where we, Blue Carbon, have come up with a solution. We have gathered some of the top CCS experts, creating one of the most experienced teams in the world. And we have now digitalized our expertise by combining technology information with our own algorithms into a scalable SaaS platform. Our customers provide the platform with their own specific process parameters, and in return, our platform gives them a completely objective answer to which technology to choose, how much it will cost them in terms of investment and operational cost, as well as energy and electricity requirements for each ton of carbon dioxide captured. And do you remember how many hours a feasibility study usually took? 1,000 hours. Well, we decrease that with a tenfold. Our end customers are energy producers, cement factories, paper and pulp industry, as well as refineries. However, in most cases, it will be the local consultancy companies and the EPCs that will execute the studies. And for the consultancies with reoccurring CCS projects, we have a monthly fee and then an additional project fee, which is targeting the amount of carbon dioxide captured. Today, our platform is used in 7 different projects in Sweden, and we have a turnover of 0.5 million euros per year. And by 2026, we estimate that that number has increased to 10 million euros per year. And we are now raising a seed round of 10 million Swedish kronas to focus on sales and enable our launch outside of Sweden. And we invite you investors to be part of our journey and help us help industries to capture the carbon dioxide. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. So before we move on, we have now heard a third of the pitches, and before we move on, we wanted to give you some updates on our portfolio companies. Since our last demo day in January, we're happy to have seen a lot of investment activity. 6 of the companies who presented at demo day have successfully closed financing rounds. Allihop, Bisco, Climato, Pigelli, Tilly, and Yalo. Well done. Next news, AirMe, the logistics company offering fast and convenient deliveries, have raised 16 million euro to expand into several new cities. Satchel, the company that makes it easy for companies to rent out unused office space, was one of 2 Swedish startups selected for Y Combinator's prestigious program this spring. Surf Cleaner, the world's first combined skimmer and separator technology for water purification, has raised 5 million euro. The investment will be used for faster international expansion. Health tech company Care to Translate, that solves language barriers in healthcare, has passed over 280,000 users in over 200 countries. And now it's time for the next 4 pitches. So the next company to pitch is Imsure, offering small add-on insurances for any digital checkout. I always wanted to be able to insure my car keys, and now I can. Welcome, Roy.
There's one-click purchase and one-click payment. Imsure is one-click insurance. We noticed that only the biggest companies in each industry can offer additional insurance to their customers, like product insurance in a checkout. So we at Imsure developed a plug-and-play solution where any type of digital process can offer a small insurance as an add-on. The product is tailored to fit the context, because we believe that a high relevance makes it feel non-intrusive and secures a good conversion rate. As our insurance solution is an add-on to other digital processes like apps, platforms, and e-commerce checkout, we are in the same position as other add-on services online, like Klarna for finance or Budbee for delivery. The customer can buy a web or app, use Bank ID to access their products, payments, and a fast claim process. The last few years, we have seen a big change of how we live our lives. People's homes and cars are connected to smart devices, and we use more and more digital services and platforms. We live an active, high-speed lifestyle with new alternatives like renting and sharing. We expect high-quality, seamless e-commerce experience. The traditional insurance providers just can't keep up. So it's up to companies like us to fill the new consumer needs. The supplemental insurance market has passed 32 billion and has a really good growth rate in the Nordics. And as a digital insurance provider, we are one of the few that owns the whole customer process from beginning to end, so we can give a great user experience. We can give insurance suggestions using BI, and not to mention our unique focus on e-commerce partners. The team has long experience building new consumer businesses, as well as several decades within the insurance industry. Now, we want to change the way insurance products are consumed, and we want to make the world a better place in the process. Now, we have secured European insurance coverage. We have developed API and a platform technology from scratch. And right now, we are getting started with several Nordic consumer companies. At the end of this year, we have a seed round to really establish ourselves in the Nordics before we continue the journey out in Europe. Let me know if you want to join us to make one-click insurance the new normal. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. Now, how do you assure a sustainable battery market? Next up to present is William at Cling Systems, the first B2B platform for used lithium-ion batteries.
Closing the loop of lithium-ion batteries presents an enormous untapped environmental and commercial opportunity. Did you know that the batteries from used electric mobility is now amassing in container fields or simply burnt? And as the supply chains of the batteries are ecologically and socially and politically destructive, this undermines the benefits of electrification. So batteries must be circular. My name is William Berg, and I'm the founder of Cling Systems. Cling is developing the world's first B2B market platform for closing the loop of batteries. So batteries can either have a second life via recycling, via remanufacturing, or via recycling provide critical raw materials for producing new batteries. And so through our platform, recyclers and remanufacturers can source exactly the batteries that they need from professional dismantlers, workshops, and producers. And by aggregating batteries and data and providing logistics and compliance, we're enabling this entirely new industry. The business model scales with the market and allows us to have many different types of revenue streams from different stakeholders, including transaction fees, handling fees, and data-driven fees. And the market is growing exponentially. And being first movers, we can capture a large market share, but also build strong entry barriers by an increasingly sophisticated solution. And being first movers, we have a market trust, but also a comprehensive solution that no one else yet has. And our competitiveness mostly comes from our very passionate team that combines experience from the automotive and micromobility industry, as well as key insights into battery recycling strategies at Northvolt. I'm also so proud to have attracted an advisory board of key experts and executives from within the field. And over the last 2 years, we have built up a strong market relationship and established ourselves as market experts. And now we have ongoing dialogues with many stakeholders with signed LOIs from across Europe and beyond. The platform is already launched to pilot users, and we have hundreds of batteries in our database. We have already, perhaps first ever, brokered a battery between car dismantler and remanufacturers. We're soon opening up our pre-seed round to accelerate our product development and become the go-to platform for circular batteries. And this is a unique window of opportunity. And we would love for you to join our journey.
Thank you, William. Now over to a company with a product that almost anyone can use, and the result is hard to grasp. Circular fashion innovation, led by experts within sustainability and design. Welcome Vayahat at BioRestore.
Hi. Every year, people spend hundreds of dollars in buying new unwanted clothing, and they lose hundreds of dollars when they throw away a lot of worn-out clothing. But if they had BioRestore, they would be able to restore a lot of these garments back to new. What we are about to show next is very interesting because we took some garments that were really worn and old looking. These garments had lost their shape, surface, and color, but with one dose of BioRestore in the home laundry, we were able to restore these features back. The process is extremely simple. All you do is that you wash your garments with BioRestore at 40 degrees, and when you tumble dry them, they look absolutely new. Now, behind this magic is science. Now, what happens when we use our clothes and wash them frequently is that the clothes go through a process called fibrillation. This happens in the deeper structure of the fabric. Some of the impacts are visible to the eye, others are not. So the enzymes in our formulation, they eat up the fibers from the top while leaving the core intact and without any extra damage to the garments. Our aspiration is to become a global brand within the restoration niche. We've got a patent pending on the formula as well as on the process. We've got a Swedish trademark. We have filed an EU trademark. Our plan is to start producing within Sweden. Right now, we source it within the EU. The product is market ready. So in terms of channels, we would be focusing on 3 different channels. We would start selling by the end of August through our Shopify store within Sweden at a retail price of 120 to 150 crowns. We would have a B2B2C channel very soon. We're talking to some large retailers within Sweden. One of them has given us a projection for the next year. The third channel would be a B2B, where we are focusing on companies that lease or rent the clothing out. And in all of these business models, we make some really good margin. Behind BioRestore is a team of 2 individuals. My name is Vajahat, and my co-founder is Richard. And we've spent our time in the fashion industry. We've worked in different areas, and we strongly believe that we have everything needed in terms of delivering this brand. We're looking for 13.5 million SEK in 2 different tranches, and this funding will be used to set up our own factory in Sweden and to build our team that would help us develop BioRestore as a brand within the Nordics. We welcome you all to join us in this amazing journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Vajahat. So the next company is helping us at Sting and many other companies worldwide to meet their net zero emission goals through the world's first carbon and sustainable finance marketplace. This time remotely recorded from Melbourne, Australia. Tom at Earthbank.
Hi, my name is Tom and I'm the CEO at Earthbank. Our marketplace and API generates exponential sustainable lending growth to achieve the Paris Agreement targets. So where are we at? The Paris Agreement requires 23 trillion euros of sustainable finance to reach the 1.5 degree goal, and Europe's ambition to decarbonize is clear, but there's a finance gap of 2 to 4 trillion euros per year. The sustainable finance gap is caused by 2 key problems. Banks cannot deliver the last mile of climate and sustainable finance. At the same time, many micro, small and medium enterprises wanting to reduce their emissions cannot easily access sustainable finance. We need to bridge the gap in order to meet the Paris Agreement targets on time. And that's why we started Earthbank, with a team experienced in fintech, sustainable finance, and data science. Our solution is a sustainable finance marketplace and API. It delivers sustainable loans with carbon and ESG reporting. It finances micro, small and medium enterprises globally. It's also available as an API to banks in order to scale up their project pipelines. People can invest in carbon reduction projects with business loans and earn a high yield. We verify carbon reduction credits, creating a second revenue stream for investors and projects. And we aggregate the projects and issue digital green bonds with banks for funds and institutions to invest in. We deliver a triple top-line positive impact for investors, businesses, and the planet. Earthbank's marketplace connects investors and micro and small to medium enterprise loans. And our marketplace also acts as a much-needed aggregator pipeline for banks and fund managers seeking sustainable investments. Imagine issuing a sustainable bond with the click of a button, reducing bond issuance costs and preparation time tenfold. And this has been proposed by HSBC in their sustainability report. We enable banks to overcome the carbon data gap with our reporting services which enables banks to bridge the 23 trillion euro gap. And we proved these efficiencies in 2020 when we issued a digital green bond on LB Chain, a blockchain hosted by the Central Bank of Lithuania. We project a 5% market share of the 6,000 banks and 5,000 asset managers in the EU, securing just a small part of the total Paris Agreement bonds issuance with a 0.01% fee. It's a 500,000 euro revenue commission per issuance, and that's a 23 billion euro opportunity. Our company is growing. We're doing a pilot with Swedbank Lithuania to provide automated carbon reporting for businesses, and with the African Development Bank delivering climate finance solutions, recently winning the Multilateral Bank of 2021. We're venture-backed by the European Space Agency for our patent-pending AI for carbon, forest, and agriculture monitoring. And we're also backed by impact VCs and bank executives. We're inviting investors to grow with us. We're raising a 3 million euro round to reach our ambitious growth targets. Thank you for your time. I'm Tom, and this is Earthbank.
Well done, all your companies pitching. We have now listened to 9 pitches and we have 4 to go. And before we vote for the best pitch of the day. We mentioned earlier that the Sting companies are growing and so is the Sting team. And we have recently recruited 2 new coaches. And first out was Skrim, who coaches companies within health tech and deep tech. Skrim is a serial entrepreneur and co-founder of several successful companies in multiple industries, including Nanologica and Exeger. Then we have Cecilia Bratt, a business coach and marketing consultant who have worked for Hyper Island and with a multitude of startups, including Striver, DP Organizer, Bilogram, and Groupon. We have also strengthened our marketing and communications team with Gemma Swift, our content marketing manager, a trained journalist with a background in content marketing, and Cecilia Biscard, our interim community and partnership manager. She has a background from the startup community, recently at Lund University's Incubator. But now it's time for the last 4 companies to pitch today. And next in line is a company that I wish existed when I was at university. Christopher will present Colin, that makes students pass their exams. Go ahead, Christopher.
Hi, my name is Christopher. Let me introduce you to Colin, a digital study coach. In the OECD countries, only 1 out of 3 students end up graduating. It's this huge societal issue that we aim to tackle, but starting with the students, because ultimately, the fundamental problem is this. Digitalization should have solved that, but now we get this instead. Students organize a lot of study material, especially past exams, because they love to practice on them. But plowing through past exams one after the other is not an efficient approach. Think about physical training. You don't exercise your whole body at once, right? What do? You target an area or a muscle, you practice, and you level up. And it's this simple concept that we apply to learning. So we categorize all past exam questions by topic and difficulty so students can tackle one topic at a time, practice, and gradually work their way up with similar exercises. Around this, they get everything they need to stay in the flow, supporting theory and tips, a forum to discuss with peers, and tracking tools to get insights in their strengths and weaknesses in the course. And the students love this. We have 10,000 users from the top engineering schools in Sweden, and 92% of them get higher grades. But to me, the most interesting statistic is this one, 76%. It's the proportion of their time spent on Colin when preparing for exams. Why? It's about giving them the right content in the right format. There are 200 million university students out there craving for solutions, and we estimate the market size to 30 billion euros. How we're going to scale our solution to all of them is actually part of Colin's DNA. Let me show you how. As you know, students spend a lot of energy organizing their resources. Unfortunately, all this information is not being formalized. It's spread out, and eventually it gets lost. Colin is here to centralize, organize, and store all this valuable information and transform these collective efforts into a collective intelligence. This is our vision, and for the record, the origin to our name, Colin. Now we're looking for a pre-seed round of 500,000 euros to replicate our Swedish success to the rest of the STEM students in Europe. As a founding team, we have achieved a lot in Sweden already. Not with many resources, but thanks to our commitment and complementary profiles in business development, computer science, and math and teaching. So we're really excited to share this opportunity with you and hope you are too. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Christopher. We're going to switch gears from the academia world to carbon compensation. Planboo enables carbon compensation through bamboo investment. Please tell us more, Freddie and Priya.
The fashion industry accounts for 10% of global emissions. Retailers are under pressure to reduce and remove these emissions. I'm Freddie, this is Priya, and we are Planboo. We provide an affordable and easy solution by planting bamboo, the fastest CO2 absorbing plant in the world, growing up to 1 meter per day. We offer a progressive and transparent approach to carbon offsetting, which is forecast to reach $100 a tonne by 2030. But instead of selling abstract tons of CO2 that individuals struggle to understand or trust, we sell individual bamboo plants at a fixed price per year. We offer a range of tools to do this. A bamboo planting plugin for e-commerce stores, a communication package that includes maps and images of every bamboo, and a dashboard that brings all this climate action together in one place. Planboo is the Uber platform for carbon compensation. We connect businesses that want to remove emissions with farmers that want to earn an income from their land. We connect with farmers through an app. This pays them to track individual bamboo plants, providing images and evidence that carbon compensation is taking place. When the bamboo is harvested, we connect the bamboo directly to the bamboo industry, directly through our platform.
So this is our sales funnel. Currently, we have signed 6 businesses who are carbon compensating and investing in harvested bamboo for future fabrics, packaging, and products. And we have 10 more businesses in the pipeline. With 1/3 of the global fashion industry setting environmental goals, this is the time for Planboo to scale. And our solution fits into 2 growing markets, the sustainable fashion market and the carbon offset market, forecast to reach 1.2 trillion euros annually. We are a unique winning team with complementary skills, having all worked in hard environments for over 10 years, from India, Africa, and Sri Lanka. So how do we make money? We sell bamboo plants as carbon offsets at a gross profit of 50%. And each bamboo absorbs more CO2 every year, resulting in a decreasing price per tonne of CO2. From year 5, the farmer can begin harvesting the bamboo, and the quantity increases by 50 times in 20 years. Planboo connects the farmer with the bamboo buyer, taking a commission sale of this quality bamboo. So we are now looking for angel investment to plant 50,000 bamboo in India and Sri Lanka, to sign 50 businesses and connect all of our stakeholders together on our platform. After which, we intend to sign a large corporate retailer who needs a carbon offset and further reduce their emissions, such as an H&M.
Our vision is to create the perfect circular solution that removes emissions from the atmosphere, creates jobs, helping alleviate poverty, and restores degraded land. When our bamboo is harvested, it will be made into a bamboo bio-based yarn, further reducing emissions for the fashion industry. So work with us to step out of the old and into the boo. We are Planboo.
Thank you, Planboo. Did you know that you can literally watch bamboo grow, as it can grow up to 1 meter a day? That's pretty cool. Planboo is also one of the companies that helped us at Sting go to net zero. Next up, during the last 12 months, we've seen an incredible increase in e-commerce. And next companies who's up for pitching wants to disrupt online shopping even further. Andreas from Stackend will present how to run backend, frontend, and hosting in a single line of code.
In 2007, Netflix converted from DVD rentals to streamed movie experiences. 1 year later, Spotify changed the music industry forever by offering streamed music experience. Jumping forward more than a decade, Google launches Stadia, streamed gaming experiences to any device. And now, Stackend is very proud to present to you streamed live social shopping experiences. Wow, that sounded weird, right? Streamed live shopping experiences. Anywhere? But that's exactly what Stackend is. With Stackend you can, and this is just one of many examples, create live shopping events. No installation required. You can stream to one or many sites simultaneously. In a world where Facebook and Instagram is trying to steal your customers, I'm also very happy to say that Stackend has tons of social features. Like in this example, where users can see what other users add to the basket. An amazing trigger. Most important, Stackend is anywhere. In blogs, articles, even in ad systems. No installation, full functionality. You can click on an item, get more information. You can add it to basket, fill in your credentials, and finally actually pay for it, all without leaving the page. Ludicrous, you say. The delusional ideas of a madman. The fact is, we have already built it. As we speak, we are rolling out this new way of creating commerce together with some of the finest brands in Europe. Bruka has moved their whole brand to Stackend. Cake is replacing their existing solution with Stackend and Shopify. With Stackend, they can extend their digital ecosystem in a whole new way. H&M has approved a pilot with live shopping. So as you can see, Stackend has made a giant frog leap into the future, years ahead of any competition. Right now, we're in phase 1 together with a few selected clients, making sure we have a really good market fit. In phase 2, we do direct sales and target about 200 brands. The goal to get about 20 high-profile customers. We already have an offer they can't refuse. For this, we need a seed investment of 1.5 to 2 million euros. All the credibility and learnings from the prior phases guarantee efficient marketing and communication. We are ready to let the whole world come aboard. Now, who could possibly pull something like this off? Only a world-class team. We've done this before, and we will do it again. We built success together for more than 15 years. Now we want you to join us.
Thank you, Andreas. Believe it or not, but we've reached the last company to pitch for today. And to help us bring in the grand finale, ehopa is the next company, and they're here to present how to subscribe to access shared products in your neighborhood books. Welcome, Alexander.
Hi, I'm Alexander, one of the founders of ehopa, and we provide shared products as a service. How many of you are still buying CDs? Not many, I suppose. Why? Because today we simply have a better alternative. We are subscribing to Access on Spotify. So why is it that we're still buying this hedge trimmer or this drill that we use maybe 3 times a year and the rest of the time it takes up space in our garage? Well, because there is no good alternative. Of course, you can rent one, but that quickly gets too expensive, and borrowing one regularly is very inconvenient. So the only option we often have is to buy, and then we end up with crappy quality products and often some shopping shame. We at ehopa have a better alternative. Our customers do not have to buy anymore. They pay a monthly subscription fee, which gives them access to premium product in a comfortable way. Whenever they need a product, they simply go down to the local sharing box where the products are stored and ready to be used. It's a worry-free service that gives the people exactly what they want. Easy access to premium products for an attractive price and in a sustainable way. And the time is ripe for this solution. After a successful pilot and a lot of market pull last summer, we are now ready to meet the demand. With over 200 people in Stockholm that want to host the box in their gardens, it was quite difficult to choose the first 10 communities that got a box which is up and running. And a lot of interest from housing associations and real estate companies motivated us to also launch an apartment-focused offering. With Gardena and Husqvarna on our site, we have 2 strong partners that help us to speed up our rollout. And several more discussions are ongoing with premium companies to provide us products for a revenue share basis. All these companies understand the upcoming shift towards circular models, but often fail to scale their own. But ehopa is made to scale. We are heavily relying on self-service and therefore have very low costs and very good unit economics. And the network of boxes And the usage data we generate open up several more monetization opportunities. And of course, our partners and our users love that ehopa is an attractive and yet sustainable option. We replace 10 products with one without requiring any sacrifice. Such a service will get very quick adoption and have a huge impact over time. And this combination of building a great business and save the planet is what drives our passionate team. We are 4 co-founders with quite some experience in building brands and companies. Together with our team, we have the right skill set to scale, and we have reached already several milestones, including raising a 4 million pre-seed round last month. We will use this money to prove the product market fit, and soon we will be ready to raise a bigger round to scale our vision. Because in the close future, shared access will be the simply better alternative for many products, for many people, and in many locations. Only enthusiasts will still buy gadgets and machines, similar to the people that still buy CDs today. Everyone else will subscribe to access. We have found the right recipe and are ready to drive this shift, hopefully together with you.
Thank you, Alexander, and thank you, entrepreneurs, for a great job today. You are simply amazing. So now we turn to you in the audience. Who was the most outstanding today? Who caught your attention, and who deserves to win this pitch contest? Get ready. Go to menti.com. Log in with the code 63224030 63224030, and please give us your vote on the winning company today. You can see the companies here. And to repeat, we have first company that pitched, Lupit, Citationc, Skrim, Paradiset, Blue Carbon, Imsure, Kling, BioRestore, Earthbank, Colin, Planboo, Stackend, and ehopa. And while you're voting, we wanted to send our special thanks to our pitch coaches, Annette Andersson and Jenny Lindblad. You truly helped our entrepreneurs today to make their amazing pitches. Thank you.
And today is all about matchmaking, and that's why we host this event twice a year. And the matchmaking today will start at 2:30, which will give you a little bit of time after we finish here to grab a coffee, take a bathroom break, stretch your legs, and get really pumped up for your one-on-ones. And if you've seen an interesting company today that you haven't booked a meeting with, there's still time to do so. You can go into the matchmaking platform and request a meeting and book it. And as mentioned in the start of this event, all these companies have during the spring gone through an intense program consisting of 18 roll calls, 600 coaching sessions, more than 50 workshops and presentations, as well as sales and pitch training. They've also taken part in investor and angel meetups, had expert one-on-ones, as well as peer-to-peer workshops with other current and alumni Sting companies. Quite an intense spring. So now I see it's about 10 seconds left to vote. So please make sure to cast your vote if you haven't done so on menti.com. So Jonas, what's happening going forward?
Yeah, so starting in September, we have our new Accelerate batch. And this time we have an extra focus on health tech companies. So investors out there with an interest in health tech, please make extra attention of the batch this fall. And of course, we're also continuing our efforts within climate action. And we were actually selected of 1 out of 6 projects funded by Energimyndigheten to support energy and climate startups together with KTH and Ignite. So we'll keep on that focus. And of course, also, we have our Incubate program, and we keep an extra focus on the deep tech companies. So I wonder, maybe we have a result. This is overly exciting. And the winner of the best pitch today is Citationc! Well done, team. This is simply amazing. Well done.
Congratulations, Johan and Schenk. So with that, we would like to close this part of our demo day. It's been an honor to have you with us. Thank you all for watching. And again, investors registered for the matchmaking can click on the link in the menu above or go to match.sting.co to access your meetings.
So good luck in the speed meetings, and thank you all for joining this event. And we hope to see you again in our next demo day in January 2022.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.